With an estimated 10 to 14 million species roaming the globe, there's a whole world of unusual animals waiting to be explored. Regrettably, there are certain animals so rare that encountering them in one's lifetime is highly improbable. Even more disheartening is the fact that some of these may vanish from existence before we even comprehend their significance on this planet. For centuries, human actions have devastated ecosystems globally, leading to injury, depletion, and destruction. Sadly, this destructive trend is intensifying, primarily due to habitat loss, poaching, and climate change, endangering species worldwide. In this video, we'll delve into the captivating world of the 20 rarest animals still holding on in the wild. Get ready to be amazed. At number 1, we begin with the finless porpus, a unique species found exclusively in China's Yangtze River. These charming porpoises are facing a dire situation, with their population dwindling to critically endangered levels. The challenges they face are numerous and daunting. Pollution has turned their once pristine river home into a murky and hazardous environment. The incessant traffic of boats further disrupts their habitat, while illegal fishing practices deplete their food sources. Despite these adversities, the Yangtze finless porpoises display remarkable intelligence and a playful nature. Their diet, which includes a variety of fish and small shellfish, reflects their adaptability to their aquatic surroundings. Thankfully, dedicated individuals and organizations are rallying to protect these beloved creatures. Measures such as establishing protected areas within the river and educating fishermen on sustainable practices offer glimmers of hope. However, the survival of the Yangtze finless porpoise hinges on the overall health of the Yangtze River. With concerted efforts, we can strive to ensure a brighter future for these delightful porpoises. Today, with only around 1,000 individuals remaining, urgent action is needed to safeguard their existence for generations to come. Next at number 2 is the spoon-billed sandpiper. Let's take a closer look at the plight of the spoon-billed sandpiper, a diminutive bird distinguished by its distinctive spoon-shaped bill. This tiny avian species calls northeastern Russia its home during breeding season, but migrates to Southeast Asia for the winter months. However, their survival is under threat as their habitats vanish due to rapid environmental changes. The spoon-billed sandpiper sustains itself by feeding on small insects, fish, and tiny sea creatures, relying on these food sources for sustenance throughout its migratory journey. Sadly, their numbers have dwindled dramatically, with fewer than 1,000 individuals estimated to remain in existence today. Number 3, ilippica. Let's embark on a journey into the mountainous landscapes of northwestern China, where the ilippicas frolic like tiny teddy bears, making them some of the rarest critters to grace our planet. Discovered over 2 decades ago, these elusive creatures have remained elusive, with locals citing them only 29 times since their initial spotting. Unlike their American cousins, these adorable picas call the high altitudes of 2,000 to 4,000 meters above sea level their home. Fast forward to the summer of 2014, when scientists had the remarkable opportunity to rediscover these endearing creatures nestled within the Tian Shan Mountains. The specimen they encountered measured a mere 8 inches in length, boasting a small grey head, oversized ears, and charming brown spots adorning its fur. Despite their diminutive stature, these resilient picas thrive on the grasses and herbs that flourish amidst the mountainous terrain. However, a stark contrast emerges when comparing their current population to that of the 1990s, where over 2,000 individuals roamed freely. The intervening years have brought significant changes, with dwindling numbers raising concerns among conservationists. Experts speculate that erratic weather patterns may play a pivotal role in the decline of these precious creatures, further emphasizing the urgency of protecting their fragile habitats. As stewards of our natural world, It is incumbent upon us to take proactive measures to safeguard the illippicas and ensure their continued presence in our shared ecosystem. Coming up at 4, vakita. Let me introduce you to the vakita, the smallest of all porpoises, and sadly one of the most endangered creatures on our planet. These adorable marine mammals, scientifically known as Phocoena sinus, called the Gulf of California, nestled in the far northern corner of Mexico, their home. Once upon a time, back in 1997, there were a hearty 567 vaquitas swimming about in these waters. But now, if you were to go looking for them, you'd be lucky to spot 18. It's a dire situation for these vaquitas. Experts fear that in just a decade, they might vanish forever. What makes matters worse is that unlike other porpoises, female vaquitas only give birth once every 2 years, which is twice as long as their counterparts. However, the most significant threat they face comes from the unregulated use of gill nets in commercial fishing. These nets aren't picky about what they catch, and sadly, they're snaring vaquitas faster than anything else. Despite efforts to save them, such as implementing conservation measures and raising awareness, the future of the vaquita remains uncertain. Unless significant action is taken to protect these precious creatures and their habitat, they may soon disappear from our oceans forever. Number 5 is another exceedingly rare creature, the red wolf, a species in critical danger today. These magnificent creatures are native to the southeastern United States. Picture them as a mix between a coyote and a gray wolf. Not too big, but not too small either. Grown-up red wolves usually weigh between 25 to 40 kilograms and measure around 50 to 60 inches from nose to tail. Back in 1973, something troubling happened. People captured over 400 of these wolves from the wild, but only 17 of them turned out to be pure red wolves. That's when the alarm bells rang and conservation efforts kicked into high gear. They started breeding the wolves in captivity. Fast forward 16 years, and 8 brave red wolves were set free back into the wild. And you know what? They started making families of their own, which was a big win. But here's the sad part. The reason these wolves are disappearing is because of us humans. Our activities are messing up their homes. And now, if you were to go looking for these majestic creatures in the wild, you'd only find 8 of them left. It's a tough reality, but it's not too late to make things right for these beautiful wolves. 6. Addax. Let's take a journey to the Sahara Desert, where the addax roams. This African antelope, also called the white antelope or screwhorn antelope, is a sight to behold. They sport impressive spiral horns that can grow up to 75 to 110 centimeters long. Their bodies are sturdy, with shorter legs compared to other antelopes, making them a bit slower and easier for larger predators to catch. Male addaxes tip the scales at around 115 kilograms on average, while females come in a bit lighter at around 90 kilograms. One of the coolest things about them is how their fur changes with the seasons. In the summer, it's a pale color, while in the winter, it turns into a smoky gray. But here's the sad part of their story. Back in the late 1900s, the addax almost disappeared forever. Too many people were hunting them, and their habitats were getting destroyed. Now, if you were to go searching for these magnificent creatures in the wild, you'd be lucky to find less than 500 of them left. It's a reminder of how fragile their existence is and how important it is for us to protect them. Next at 7, Amur leopards, one of the rarest creatures on Earth. There are only around 100 of them left in the wild. These elusive leopards call the Primorsky Krai region of Russia and the Jilin province of northeast China home, but they're protected with a fierceness. In fact, hurting or killing one of these majestic creatures can land you in jail for 5 to 7 years, plus a hefty fine. These leopards are true survivors, adapting to their harsh environment like champs. In the winter, they grow a thick coat, up to 7 centimeters to keep warm. But when summer rolls around, that coat thins down to just 2.5 centimeters. And let's talk about their looks. They're stunning. With their beautiful patterned coats adorned with black splodges and flecks, they're like works of art in the wild. What's more, each leopard has its own unique spot pattern, just like how humans have unique fingerprints. But with such a small population, every Amur leopard is precious. It's up to us to ensure their survival and protect their homes, so they can continue to roam and enchant us with their beauty for generations to come. Following that, at number 8, ligers, a captivating hybrid born from the union of a male lion and a female tiger. These majestic creatures, found exclusively in captivity, inherit a fascinating blend of features from both of their iconic parent species, albeit in varying proportions. The competitive mating behavior of male lions and their growth-maximizing genes contribute to the impressive size and weight of ligers, surpassing that of their lion and tiger parents. Indeed, the largest recorded liger stretched over an impressive 11 feet in length and tipped the scales at more than 1,000 kilograms. Despite their size, ligers retain an unmistakable allure, with their distinctive blend of traits and characteristics. As of 2017, approximately 100 ligers were reported to exist globally, serving as a testament to the ongoing fascination and conservation efforts surrounding these remarkable hybrids. But the hybrid story doesn't end with ligers. Enter the tigon, another captivating crossbreed resulting from a male tiger and a female lion. Moving forward to number 9, we encounter the Philippine crocodile, one of only 2 crocodile species found in the Philippines. These crocodiles are incredibly rare. Spread across the inland wetlands of the Philippine Islands, the Philippine crocodile faces a serious decline in its population, with only an estimated 92 to 137 mature adults left. Compared to their larger cousins, these crocodiles are relatively small, with the largest specimen ever collected in the wild measuring under 9 feet long. As for their diet, adult Philippine crocodiles mainly feed on fish, pigs, dogs, and waterfowl. Their survival depends on safeguarding their habitats and implementing conservation measures to ensure their continued existence in the wild. Number 10. Garial. Let's delve into the discussion about the Garial, a crocodile teetering on the edge of extinction. These crocs are pretty unique, with long, thin jaws that they use to catch fish. The males have this big bulbous growth on their snouts called a gara, which is where they get their name from. Gharials used to be all over the place in India and Nepal, but now there are only a few small groups left, and they're in bad shape. There's another crocodile species, the false gharial. That's kinda like their cousin. They split from each other a long time ago, even before humans and monkeys went their separate ways. Unfortunately, gharials are facing a bunch of problems. Dams are changing their homes, and they're not great at moving to new places. Farming and grazing are taking over their nesting spots and places where they like to sunbathe. Plus, there's not enough fish for them to eat because of overfishing, and sometimes they get caught in fishing nets by accident. And to top it off, some people hunt them for their gara, penises and fat, and even steal their eggs to eat. Because of all these issues, gharials are in big trouble. Their numbers have dropped by up to 98% since the 1940s, and now there are less than 250 grown-up gharials left in the wild. It's a tough situation, but with some help and care, we can work to save these incredible creatures from disappearing forever. 11. Peruvian spider monkey. Also known as the black-faced black spider monkey, a species facing dire threats in the Amazon forests of Brazil, Bolivia, and Peru. These monkeys play a crucial role in their ecosystem thanks to their unique vestigial thumb, which enables them to swing effortlessly from tree to tree. As they move, they help disperse the seeds of many native Amazon rainforest tree species, contributing to the health and diversity of the forest. It's troubling to note that in just under 20 years, the status of the Peruvian spider monkey has shifted from being classified as least concern to a threatened species. This alarming decline in population can be attributed to two main factors: the loss of their natural habitat and exploitation by humans. As forests are cleared for various human activities such as agriculture, logging and infrastructure development, the spider monkeys lose their homes and food sources. Additionally, they are hunted and captured for the illegal pet trade or for their body parts, further exacerbating their decline. The rapid transformation of their habitat and human exploitation pose significant challenges to the survival of the Peruvian spider monkey. Urgent conservation efforts are needed to protect their remaining forest habitats, enforce laws against hunting and trafficking, and raise awareness about the importance of preserving these remarkable primates for the health of the Amazon ecosystem as a whole. Number 12, Gobi Bear. This is a remarkable subspecies of brown bear found exclusively in Mongolia's arid Gobi Desert. With fewer than 40 full adult Gobi bears remaining in the wild and none kept in captivity, their survival hangs by a thread. Despite the harsh conditions of their habitat, where annual rainfall is less than 4 inches, these resilient bears have adapted to become tough and persistent scavengers. However, their existence is threatened by various factors, including habitat destruction caused by local mining activities and unregulated grazing by other animals, which have ravaged the Mongolian grasslands. Adding to their challenges, a 14-year drought with rainfall totaling less than 2 inches annually has further depleted the Gobi bear's food supply. In response to these threats, efforts have been made to protect their remaining habitats, with the designation of the final 3 bear habitats as one large national preserve. In a bid to better understand and monitor the Gobi bear population, researchers have taken action by tagging 20 adult bears. These efforts represent a crucial step towards safeguarding the future of this critically endangered species, highlighting the importance of conservation initiatives in preserving the delicate balance of ecosystems and protecting vulnerable wildlife populations. Next at number 13 is kakapo, a unique flightless parrot native to New Zealand with a lifespan of up to 6 years. Sadly, human colonization and the introduction of cats to the region have wreaked havoc on the kakapo population, leading to its extinction within its natural range. However, there is hope on the horizon. Thanks to a government-sponsored conservation and relocation program, the kakapo population has been steadily rising. Currently, there are 116 mature adults dispersed across 3 smaller islands in New Zealand. Conservationists play a crucial role in protecting and monitoring these precious birds. Through tagging and tracking, every adult kakapo in the area is closely monitored. Additionally, efforts such as testing and providing additional feeding for breeding-age adults have resulted in significant increases in both birth rates and overall survival. With the dedication and commitment of conservationists, along with stringent protection measures in place, there is optimism for the future of the kakapo. These efforts serve as a testament to the importance of conservation initiatives in safeguarding endangered species and preserving biodiversity for generations to come. Number 14, Chacoan peccary. Let's explore the fascinating world of the Chacoan peccary, also known as the tagua, which stands as the last surviving species of the genus Catagonus. Believed to be the closest living relatives of the extinct Platygonus, these remarkable creatures were once found in isolated regions across South America. However, today, they call the Gran Chaco region of Paraguay, Bolivia, and Argentina their home. With less than 1,000 individuals remaining in the wild, the Chacoan peccary faces significant threats to its survival. They exhibit many pig-like features, including bristle-like hair along their backs and a distinctive leathery snout. Number 15 is the Sumatran rhinoceros, a truly endangered species that ranks among the rarest creatures on our planet. These magnificent mammals face immense threats, with only a few scattered populations remaining in Indonesia. Illegal hunting and habitat loss have taken a devastating toll on the Sumatran rhino population, leading to a staggering decline of nearly 80% over the past 3 decades. Today, only around 30 mature adults are believed to exist in sustainable communities. The plight of the Sumatran rhino is further compounded by the dispersal of its population groups, making it virtually impossible to bring many of them together. Small groups consisting of only 2 to 5 rhinos face a bleak future, as even concerted conservation efforts may not be enough to save them. The largest reported group of Sumatran rhinos contains a mere 15 mature individuals, highlighting the urgent need for action to protect and preserve this critically endangered species. Coming up at number 16, pangolin. Let's explore the incredible world of pangolins, some of the rarest and most unique creatures on our planet. Covered in tough, overlapping scales made of keratin, the same substance found in human hair and nails, pangolins boast a remarkable defense mechanism against predators. They are the only mammals with this kind of protective covering, making them truly exceptional. There are 8 recognized pangolin species, with 4 inhabiting Asia and 4 found in Africa. Sadly, these fascinating animals face numerous threats, including habitat loss, hunting for their meat and scales, which are considered delicacies in certain parts of Asia, particularly China and Vietnam, and illicit wildlife trafficking. As a result, all 8 pangolin species are classified as threatened or endangered. Despite their extraordinary appearance and the valuable keratin scales they possess, reminiscent of those sought after in high-end hair salons, it's disheartening to acknowledge that pangolins hold the unfortunate distinction of being the world's most trafficked animal. As guardians of our planet's biodiversity, it is our collective responsibility to take action to protect and conserve these magnificent creatures, ensuring their survival for generations to come. At number 17, the northern hairy-nosed wombat. You might catch a glimpse of a wombat at your local zoo, but spotting one in the wild is a rare occurrence. These furry creatures are among the rarest in the world, confined to a small region in Queensland, Australia. Initially believed to be extinct, a small population was rediscovered in 1967, offering a glimmer of hope for their survival. Despite their adorable appearance, wombats face numerous challenges. With extremely poor eyesight from birth, they rely heavily on their keen sense of smell to forage for food in the dark. Sadly, their numbers have dwindled to a critically endangered status, with only about 200 individuals remaining worldwide. The survival of these endearing creatures is threatened by various factors, including habitat destruction and loss, predation by wild dogs, and competition for food from invasive species like cattle and rabbits. As stewards of our planet's biodiversity, it is imperative that we take action to protect and conserve the remaining populations of wombats, ensuring their continued existence for generations to come. Number 18, the elephant shrew. Meet the bony giant sengi, more commonly known as the elephant shrew, a unique creature native to the bony Dodori forest in Kenya. Sporting a distinctive appearance with its mouse-like body and miniature anteater-like head, this small mammal is truly one of a kind. Tragically, the population of the elephant shrew has plummeted rapidly due to deforestation, putting it at risk of extinction. In some areas, such as the Gede Ruins National Monument, populations have dwindled to as few as 20 individuals, highlighting the urgent need for conservation efforts. Despite these challenges, there is still hope for the elephant shrew. Across 19 different subspecies, there are over 13,000 individuals worldwide. However, concerted action is required to protect their habitats and ensure their survival for generations to come. As stewards of our planet's biodiversity, it is essential that we work together to safeguard the future of these fascinating creatures. Number 19 is California Condor. Let's explore the incredible journey of the California condor, the largest land bird in North America, as it bounces back from the brink of extinction. Through dedicated conservation efforts such as captive breeding and release programs, their population has experienced a remarkable resurgence. As scavengers, California condors play a crucial role in their ecosystem by feeding primarily on carrion. However, they face numerous threats to their survival, including lead poisoning from ammunition, habitat loss, and ingestion of micro-trash. In response to these challenges, conservation initiatives have expanded to include educational campaigns, promoting the use of non-lead ammunition, and implementing habitat protection measures. These efforts aim to mitigate the risks facing California condors and ensure their continued recovery. The success story of the California condor serves as a shining example of targeted conservation efforts making a tangible difference. Today, approximately 500 individuals grace the skies, a testament to the power of collective action in safeguarding endangered species and preserving biodiversity. Finally, at 20, northern white rhinoceros. Meet the northern white rhino, a species teetering on the edge of extinction and holding the title of the rarest animal on Earth. With only 2 females left at the Ol Pejeta Conservancy in Kenya, the loss of the last male in 2018 dealt a devastating blow to their survival. Poaching for their horns and habitat loss have been the primary drivers behind the decline of the northern white rhino population. In response to this dire situation, conservation efforts have pivoted towards advanced reproductive technologies, such as in vitro fertilization, utilizing genetic material from deceased males in a bid to save the species from extinction. The plight of the northern white rhino serves as a poignant reminder of the destructive impact of human greed and exploitation on our planet's precious wildlife. It is a rallying cry for increased efforts to protect and conserve endangered species worldwide, ensuring a future where these magnificent creatures can thrive once again. These 20 species serve as poignant reminders of the delicate balance within our natural world. Their proximity to extinction underscores the urgency of conservation efforts, with the grim reality that for some, saving them may already be beyond reach. Challenges abound, from severely fragmented populations to dwindling numbers of mature adults, making preservation in the wild an uphill battle. In captivity, many of these species face an equally bleak outlook, with small or non-existent populations. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on our latest releases. If you found this video fascinating, you won't want to miss the one currently playing on your screen. Click on it